Now that you've had a little time to digest everything, what are you kind of feeling as a group right now and yourself?
I mean, definitely sucks, obviously, packing up already here, and it's been a rough year, so, but I think it's a year that we can still, like, take good things out of it and learn from it. I think it's important to, like, understand or, like, evaluate a year like that and try to make the best out of it. So that's what we're trying to do.
Is it almost more important to look at a year like this one versus the one before, just because of how you can fall behind in this league?
Exactly. I think that's really, like, it's a hard league. It's a hard league. You always got to stay humble and just trying to make those playoffs. And I think you see how it can go one year. You can see how it goes now this year. And I think it's a learning process that we're still in it. And sometimes even when it sucks, you can learn more than when everything's great. So I hope we just take it the right way and literally go home during summer, like I said, after game 2, like remember that feeling we have right now and just try to like work towards turning that ship around again.
Nico, what type of impact did the injuries have on this team to finish the way you did?
I mean, obviously, we had some guys out, in and out, and injuries were a little bit part of our group the whole year. So it's definitely a fact, but it shouldn't like change. I think at the end of the day, it's always like in an organization you have good players, and it's always whoever is in the lineup needs to do his best, and guys stepping up for each other. So it's not really an excuse, but it's definitely a fact that we've been missing a couple guys throughout our lineup the whole year.
Nico, is that belief from last year still alive in this room, or is it impacted at all by a season like this?
What do you think? No, of course. I think that has not, and I hope it hasn't changed for everyone. I think even more now, like we should believe, like to see what we did last year, where we are now, like believe, but no, it's like not coming from nothing. You gotta work hard, and you gotta earn it. And I think this year proved it. So belief is obviously 100% still there, and we just didn't had a great year and move on from here and do it next season.
You guys know it was disappointing for you for the year, but how appreciative are you for the fan support as they stuck with you guys throughout the whole year and through this whole rebuild process?
Yeah, probably for them not an easy year either. So fans that still come in the last few games where it's basically for us for nothing means a lot. Those fans are awesome. I mean, Devils fans in general are great. So they've been supporting us through hard times, through good times, and I think that's what I like about fans too. Like support you in your hard days too, and I mean you saw it's pretty packed our last game here, so we got some great fans.
Do you know if you're going to Worlds?
I'm probably I will. I still not 100% confirmed, but I'm in contact with like my national team coach in Switzerland.
And also, it was your 7th season playing with Jesper Bratt. What have you seen out of him throughout the years that's allowed him to take a step every single year?
Yes, exactly. He's working really hard on himself, and you see that every year. He's a super competitive guy. Came in like such a nice guy, obviously too, and big part of our group. And he's earned everything what he's done, and I think just seeing his work ethic, a lot of people can just look at him and see like that's what it takes, and he does on the ice and off the ice. He does the right things, and it's just great to have him in our colors.
Nico, obviously there's a coaching decision to be made here. What do you hoping comes out of it, and what kind of qualities do you see, or do you think this team needs a head coach?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not up to me. So, but I think whoever's going to be coaching here, like a coach that holds people accountable, that's straight up forward, honest with you, in good ways, but also in bad ways, and just a coach that can bring us to a next level that can teach us, because I think we still need to learn a lot too, obviously. So, and that's what I'm looking for in a coach.
Erik, kind of how hard is it for you guys as a group to be standing here at this time of year, packing things up right now?
Yeah, it's terrible. Never been in this situation in my career, so it was a tough last couple months, and it's very disappointing for our group and for our organization, and now just got to quickly just start focusing on next year. It's going to be tough to watch the games, and it's tough to see some of the teams in there and you're not, and yeah, we took a chance away from us of competing for what we play for, and that's definitely hard.
Where did sort of things, go? Wrong is probably not the right word, but where did things fall off for you guys, knowing that you can't always replicate what happened last year, but this seems it's a dramatic fall off in a sense?
Yeah, it's a good question. I wish I just had a straight answer for you about what happened. Our team changed from last year. We got younger. I think that was a big part of it. It's hard to win in this league. It's hard to consistently play great as a team, and I think there was sometimes this year where we didn't deal with adversity very very well, and I don't want to stand here and talk about like young teams or young players go through this or that. We want to win right now. Our players want to win right now. We want to be in the playoffs. We want to keep on taking steps, and from last year taking a step back, it's hard, and it's not going to sit well with us, and hopefully we can turn it into something positive for next year and use it as get that hunger back of not feeling like you're at a pedestal that because of something that it's you need to be at your best, and you need to be better as a team.
How much of that belief from last year is still in this room, would you say?
Belief of?
A belief in this team. You guys proved that you can make the playoffs and do it. Is that still alive in this room? Do you feel that?
Yeah, 100%. I think with everything that happened, I think the way we fought till the last game, even though we didn't get as many wins or whatnot at the end, I still think that we can keep our heads high of how we finished the season. We didn't quit at any point. So I think that we have a very very good group. We have a lot of good pieces that you don't just go out there and get for the team, and there's always changes that happen in the off season, and I'm excited for that and see what's to come. There's obviously a couple things hanging in the air, of who's going to be behind the bench is the first one. I'm sure that they're going to look to address, and then they're going to look at our team and see how we can be better and become better. But that's kind of out of our control. As players, we just focus on ourselves, and we have to be honest with each other of where can we improve, how was the season, and how can we be better for this team.
As you said too, one way or another, there's going to be a coaching decision. What kind of qualities in that person, whether it's Travis or someone else, that do you want them to have? Do you think this team needs?
Yeah, I think accountability and structure is a big thing for our group on and off the ice, and especially when you have young players and a team that's not accustomed to. It's not like we've just won here years upon years lately, and so I think those are two big areas, and I'm sure they'll be addressed.
Erik, you mentioned you haven't been in this position before, ending this early, but have you thought about going to Worlds?
Yeah, I've given some thought. I'm going to talk to the GM there in a little bit here. I'm probably not going to go due to family, having a young boy as 2 months, and being hard at home as it is right now, leaving for 3 weeks is something that would be hard to do, and I can't say that I would be 100% with my heart for that team, and I can't play hockey like that.
So what does the off-season training look like for you?
Yeah, I'm going to take some time off right now. We're going to hang out here in Jersey and just enjoy family time for at least a month. And then we're going to head back to Minnesota. And then, I'll get back to work soonish after that. Yeah.
You mentioned family. We always see you waving to your son at warm-ups. What does that mean to you to be able to play in front of him?
Yeah, it's it's hard. It's to even talk about it. It's very important to me. And sorry. Why do you have to ask that?
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm not very good at recovering.
So I'll let you recover from that and just ask you, it's in similar vein, but to be able to have the stability that you have, having signed your contract, like, how does that help you, knowing that you've moved so much and now your family is here, you're based here, and you've got, that part of your life sorted?
Yeah, it makes everything easier. It helped us get our second one and be comfortable with that. So, yeah, it means a lot.
What's the biggest way that you want to see the leadership group, yourself included in that, continue to push this team to not let this linger any further, and also just to learn from that as well, too, because everyone is leaders for, some for only the first couple of years?
Yeah, well, I can only answer that from my side of things. Is I need to be better as an individual on the ice, and I think that's the best way of leading. There's vocal leaders, there's guys who lead by example, and I want to be a guy who does both. And I want to be better next year in some areas and be more consistent, and that's going to be a focus point for me.
It's no secret you've always said how much you love New Jersey, but could you summarize what it's like to be a player, to see this fan base, to be a part of this community, and just living here in New Jersey?
Yeah, it's becoming a home for us. We bought a house in Summit, and we love it, and it'll be fun to watch our kids grow there, and hopefully I get to stay even longer than my career is.